Hello everyone, Rurikhan here coming at you with another first impressions video, and today we're going to be taking a look at Disgaea D2. Oh my god, Disgaea D2. This is one of those games that just basically keeps on giving. Let me just tell you something off the bat. I've played around 8 hours, probably a little bit more because the game doesn't really count how many times I've died and retried, I don't think. But yeah, I've gotten about 8 hours plus into the game. And let me just tell you that I think the game has, like, I don't know, 100 hours more, infinite hours more. I couldn't even begin to tell you. Now, just for the main story, I'm not exactly sure how many hours is going to be just for the main story. It all really depends on how much you really want to devote yourself to playing the game itself. Now, this graphical style might look dated to you because this particular title is... Let me just start out by saying, actually, that I'm not that experienced in Disgaea titles. As a matter of fact, I'm not that experienced in JRPGs in general. So when I make my comments, bear that in mind. The only other Disgaea title that I've ever played was Disgaea 3: Absence of Detention for the PlayStation Vita, and I also had a blast with that game. So I never really finished it. I never really finished it. I played, like, I don't know, 10 hours or so of it. I haven't really had the time to go back. But Nippon Ichi Software America sent me a key to Disgaea D2 for me to make a first impressions video, and that is what I'm going to give you guys here. First impressions from someone who knows absolutely nothing about the Disgaea franchise. So, as I was saying, while this graphical style might put off some users, the reason for this particular design and this graphical aesthetic and whatnot is because this is what Disgaea fans are used to, and this game is not really trying to be anything other than a game geared towards Disgaea fans, because this game knows that it's got a following and it knows that this is what those people like. So they're not really bothered about it. They're just concerned with giving you lots and lots of content. That is their main concern. But having said that, how is the playstyle of this particular game? I mean, all you see right now is 3 characters running around this castle. Well, for starters, I'm going to be showing you guys a little bit of gameplay so that you guys can see what the actual combat of the game is like, so that you guys can form an opinion on whether or not you like the combat enough to even consider going through the rest of the video or whatever. And after going through one of the battles, I'm going to tell you about the features and some of the complexities of the game. It is impossible for me to tell you everything there is to know about this game because there is just so much stuff. I could be here speaking for like 2 hours and I still wouldn't be able to tell you about all the features that this game has. So either way, let's get started. Now, this game, the place that we're going to right now, this is the story mode. If you notice, oops, sorry about that, didn't really mean to do that. Basically, this thing that you see right here, this is your base of operations. It's got a store, it's got a whole bunch of other services that you can really get. And then this is the gatekeeper. This is kind of where you move forward in the story. So right now I'm in Act 3. These are all acts. Damn it, I've pressed the wrong button again. These are all acts. So, like, for instance, if you go to Episode 1, you have all these battles that you had to make here. If you go into Episode 2, we have all of these battles. And if we go into Episode 3, which is where I'm currently at, we have these 2 battles. And we're going to be going through the Heartless main game battle here. Not exactly sure if I'm going to be able to win this or not. We shall see. But this is pretty much how each battle starts. You got your enemies spread out throughout the screen. And this right here, this base panel, this is where your characters come from. And you're going to be allowed to summon, I believe, up to 10 characters onto the battlefield. And you can summon them in any order you like. So, like, for instance, I have all these characters at my disposal. Some of these characters are the main characters of the game. So, like, for instance, Laharl, Etna, Flan, and Sicily. These are 4 main characters in the game. Then you start looking at other characters like Rurikhan, Sensi, Nimue, Kelly, Vextrinity, Pandora, Ragnar, Mariel, Fried Zucchini, Clive, and Boo. These are all characters that are actually completely secondary characters that I've created. Actually, I didn't create these 2 prinnies. These penguin-looking folk, they're called prinnies. I did not create them. They just came kind of like pre-generated for my party. But obviously I created Rurikhan and a whole bunch of these other names that you guys see here. And you create these characters so that you basically have more characters to play with. You can create characters freely in this game. I will show you the mechanic once we do this fight. But for now, let's try and let me try and explain to you guys how this Gaia works. So you're going to be summoning characters here, and this is turn-based, obviously. As you can see, my enemies aren't really doing anything. So this is going to be turn-based, and it's going to be tactical. So you're going to summon your characters, and your objective is basically defeat the enemy force. Just get rid of the entire enemy force. Now, for this particular scenario, we have these enemies here, and if you look at the bottom left corner, like I said, this is very tactical. If you look at the bottom left corner, you're going to be able to see the enemy's levels, their hit points, and their spell points. And then if you start flicking your right analog stick, it's going to show you additional stats like their attack, their defense, their intelligence, their resistance, all that stuff. In time, don't focus too much on that right now though, but in time you will need to kind of know how this stuff works. And then you want to make sure you look at their buffs. This is their buff. So this one has Stone Statue. As long as this unit doesn't move, its defense power is increased by 100%. So these are going to be some tough cookies to crack unless we get them to move. And then you see this green area here and this blue area. Now, if you notice, once I hover over the green area, it says over there, defense plus 50%. So anyone that's in this area is going to get additional defense. And that is caused by this crystal over here. Basically, whenever you see an area of the map that is glowing either green, red, blue, yellow, purple, there's a whole bunch of colors that are going to glow. When you see an area like this, if there's one of these crystals, which are called geo symbols, if they're on top of that particular area, what's going to happen is they're going to spread their effect throughout the whole area. And then there's this other symbol, which is called a geo symbol clear. What this does is basically it destroys every single tile color, so to speak, every single colored tile that of the color that it's on. But right now it's on top of blue, and obviously it looks like it would be a lot more advantageous for us to get rid of the green. Also, when you actually turn colors, because for instance, if you destroy a blue symbol on top of a green geo floor, what's going to happen is it's going to turn blue. And if you switch colors or you do the clear thing, what's going to happen is everybody that's on top of that green stuff is going to take damage. So obviously what we want to do is we want to break these two symbols here, and that is going to cause these guys that are on top of the green stuff to all take damage, which is pretty cool. So let's make that our objective for now. I realize that it's kind of weird for me in my first combat just throw you guys against geo symbols and all this kind of crazy stuff. But these are things that are taught to you progressively as you play through the tutorials and whatnot. So you guys just need to have a basic understanding of how that stuff works. Because as I play through the game, you're going to understand if this is going to be your kind of experience or not. Now, our objective is to go all the way from over here to over here, but let's be reasonable. Our characters are not going to be able to walk that much distance. However, there are other solutions. So, like for instance, I'm going to summon Etna here. And I'm going to move her over here. So Etna has moved all that she can move, but she has a lot of other abilities. All characters have a bunch of abilities. Like for instance, you can move, you can attack, you can use a special skill, which in her case she can use an Impaler Drop, Prinny Raid, Blade Dash. And if you look at the bottom left corner there, it's going to tell you how you're going to be able to target stuff. Like for instance, if you use the Prinny Raid, the red squares are going to tell you what your range is, whereas the blue square is going to tell you how many things you're going to hit. So you're going to hit one thing out of that huge range that you guys see there. Then there's the Impaler Drop, which is going to hit one thing and it's going to land on a different location, and the Blade Dash, which is going to basically do a forward thrust attack. So those are the things that you can do. You can also lift, defend, and use an item. Now, the one thing that we're going to be using here is lift. So how does lift work? Well, let me show you. For starters, we want to put someone on top of Etna. Now, usually you can either do it like this by putting someone next to her and then selecting Etna and having her lift that person. Or if you're in a hurry, you can just move him on top of her and he's going to climb on top of her. And why is this of any use to us whatsoever? It's because once he's on top of her, you can actually throw him. Oh, we've gained a little bit of distance there now, haven't we? Yes. Yes, we have. Now, obviously, we're still not going to reach there. So what we're going to have to do is you can actually stack people up to 4 tall. So I'm going to get, actually not this one, sorry. I'm going to get another character in there.
Here I go.
Wait, this one's going to be the last, so we want to get this one. And that makes 3, and now we want to get 1 more. I realize that this is a lot of people on top of each other, but you guys will understand why. So let's get another one. This one is my archer. You also, when you create characters, you're going to create different classes. Archers, mages, offensive mages, defensive mages, healers, tanks, all that stuff. So think of this as one big turn-based MMO, so to speak. And it's not going to be that far from the truth if you think of it like that.
Go!
Now, there we go. We have another character. We have 4 characters on top of each other. Now let's do the same here. Now let's actually put... Who's there? Is that? Yeah, that's Laharl, so I'm going to put my character here.
There!
Then we're going to have to grab someone who's going to do one more throw. Who's going to do the other throw? It's going to be Cicely. There we go. And then we pick up our final archer because I have 2 archers to do my range damage. There we go. So now we have 4 people on top of each other. What the hell are we going to do with them? Well, we're going to start throwing.
Go on!
First throw. We're going to throw here as well.
Take this!
And now, since all these other people are on top of him, we're going to be able to throw them as well. So that's going to be the second toss there. I'm not sure if this character is going to be able to toss as far. Yes, he is, which is perfect. Because now, basically, I can throw this archer here and this archer. Wow, this archer can be thrown like all the way over there in the back. You can switch the camera. You can also switch the zoom levels if you so desire. So what I'm going to do is this archer, as you can see, she has a much cooler looking bow than this one. What that means is this archer is actually more leveled up and she's got better gear. Yes, there's also gear to your characters. You don't just create characters and don't put gear on them. You have the full RPG effect. Now, what we're going to do is actions take priority by the time you execute them. So if I execute the attack of this character first, her action is going to take priority. Now, what I'm about to do might be a little confusing for those of you who are not familiar with this guy's series. So let's hope it's not. Actually, how much hit points does this thing have? 86. I'm scared that she's actually not going to kill it, because Kelly is not a very effective archer. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually... Oh, I don't have enough points to do one of the special attacks. I'm going to have to do the other one. Oh, I hope this is not going to fail. If this fails, I'm going to be so sad. Well, let's start by executing it and see if it fails. So once you're done doing actions and you want to just execute them, you can execute your actions or you can end your turn. If you end your turn, and all your actions that are pending are going to execute. But we're going to execute the actions and not end the turn because it's going to allow us to do more stuff. So it's going to execute this here. Special attack. Kill it, kill it, kill it. Please kill it. 72 damage. You worthless piece of crap. That is what you are, Kelly. I hate you. Look at how much damage you did not make. Can I even do a spell with this? Oh no, she tossed the other one. Oh my god, this is terrible. Because I wanted to combo, basically. I wanted to kill this thing. This was going to turn all of this stuff to blue. Then I wanted to combo this thing, which is actually on top of a blue square, to destroy it. And it was going to then transform everything that's blue into nothing, which was going to be really cool. But since that didn't happen, I guess I'm going to have to use the big archer to kick that thing. There. As you can see, damage all over the place, and if I had destroyed this one, it would be even more damage going all over the place, but I didn't. So now I'm going to have to suffer the consequences and take a whole bunch of damage on my party. I'm going to switch to a more tactical view like this. Okay, end turn. Now I'm going to get my face beat.
Hey!
Yep.
Hey! Not even using full power. Sesame!
Also, if you don't like English voices, you can switch to the Japanese voices.
Brace yourself. Father of two.
Oh, the beating I will take. Oh, she's dead. Kelly is just totally dead. Yep. Bye-bye. Oh, she survived it. That is surprising. What's this? Mega Wind on top of Laharl? That's fine. Laharl is a beast.
Brace yourself.
Laharl is a beast. He's the main character, so pretty much he's my strongest character in the game. Ooh, counterattack. Counterattack. Nice counter. That was a very nice counter by Kelly. I'm surprised. Damn those guys in my old man's group. I'll show them that I'm a worthy overlord. I'm not going to tell you guys too much about the story to prevent spoilers and whatnot. I don't think there's going to be any story elements after this particular fight, so we should be fine on that regard. Now, we do have 2 ninjas out of the location, so that is going to be a problem, but what the hell, we're going to have to deal with that. I would very much like to move these guys out of here, but I can't because the gargoyles are in the way. And for whatever reason, it doesn't look like my character can actually go around them. Don't know what's happening there. Why can't I move anywhere? Looks like I'm stuck here. Looks like I'm also stuck here, which kind of sucks. They probably did some kind of spell to prevent me from... What? I can't move any of my characters? Why not? There's no debuffs on this blue thing. No entry? Does that mean that you can't move from the blue? I don't think so, because these guys move. Well, either way, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break that blue. It's going to do damage to... it's going to deal damage to my characters, which is going to be bad, but oh well. Let's execute that action. And here comes the damage. And now my characters should be able to move again. And you also get a bonus whenever you clear all of the colored tiles from the screen, which is what we just did. Now, something that would be really cool, and that I'm actually going to do, I'm not sure it's going to work, but what the hell. We're going to use a special skill that good old Laharl here has, which is Blade Rush, which is going to give you guys a chance to actually watch one of these really cool looking skills. Look at this. Oh, wow, the damage that you didn't make. Ooh, counterattacks. Love counterattacks. If someone attacks you, your character has a certain percentile chance of counterattacking, which is pretty sweet, as you guys can see there. Now, can any of these characters actually reach? Yes, this character can reach here, which means I can actually move up. Although I can't really do much if I do move up. Well, I can maybe help this character. Oh, wait a second. No. This character is going to do something really cool. Check this out, guys. Because this character has another really cool looking special skill. The Angelic Knuckle. As you can see, it's going to hit all of these 3 guys over here. So, let's go ahead and execute it, because it's going to be awesome. Check this out. Boosh! 2 guys down. That leaves that 1 guy up. This guy's also up, and that can actually be a problem. She doesn't have enough... she doesn't really have enough mana to do a proper attack, and we already used up the attack that we have on this other archer to destroy the block, so she can't do anything. So, let's go ahead and attack from over here and put this character in a position to smack this fool. Now, I earned another skill, Double Shadow. How does this work? He's going to attack and then jump backwards? Yeah, that'll work. So, he's actually going to get a back attack too, so that's going to be pretty sweet. He's going to get bonuses for doing a back attack. Now, this character can move over here, so I'm going to try and do a team attack. Now, team attacks may happen, if you guys look, when 2 characters are in close proximity. Characters with spears or halberds or whatever, they can attack from 2 houses away, so I can actually attack this guy from that position. So, since she is able to attack that guy, I'm going to try attacking with this character, and you will notice here that there is a chance of a team attack on the upper left corner there for the other character. Also, even if I move this character... Oh, she's not going to be close enough. That sucks. That sucks. Let's get some more characters out onto the field then. I'm going to start putting Flan. Flan is one of my healers, so she's obviously going to be very useful. And then we also have Pandora here. She's another one of my healers. So we need to start moving the healers forward because we have a ton of characters that are about to go down. Problem is we've already summoned too many characters, so we're pretty much full. Now, as you guys see, this time around I was actually queuing up actions. So we'll see what we can do. Now, this guy's going to be alive. He's probably going to kill Cicely, which is going to suck. Am I able to reach him? Nope. This is not close enough. But oh well. Cicely, you're going to have to deal with that. And I can't even defend because she already performed an action. So let's go ahead and try for that team attack that I was talking about. And the good thing about having these spear characters is that they can actually attack from behind me. Because this one character is just really, really strong. He's got a lot of hit points, a lot of health. This character can move forward, although she's not really going to be doing much. And let's see how we do here. Oh, I almost forgot about this guy. Damn it. That's going to be a problem. But for now, we can't really do anything else. I'm going to put my healers on a defensive stance just in case any of the enemies decide to go for them. I'm going to put her on a defensive stance. Actually, I can move her here. And what happens is if you actually have her next to someone else and you put her on a defensive stance, there's a chance she will actually intervene to prevent attacks from hurting the other character. And you guys might be wondering, but she has lower health. Yes, but she's in a defensive stance, so she takes less damage. So, let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to end my turn because there's no other actions that I can actually perform. And he's going to just do all the actions that I queued up at once. Starting with that attack. Oh, that was a cool looking attack. Look at that. Ooh, Dragon Punch. And killed the guy off. Oh, I totally missed. And there was no team attack. We have a counter, though. Also 0 damage. He's going to attack me. Do I get a counter? Yes, I got a counter. Nope, still no dice. Need to get that character to move before I can actually do anything. So much for Sicily, just like I said. Mega Wind on top of Laharl. That's not going to do a damn thing because Laharl's a beast. Like I said, Laharl's a beast. Those characters, however, are not that beastly. Flying Press, that might do a little bit of damage because that's their more powerful attack. Nope, not even that. Okay, so now what we need to do is get these gargoyles to actually move so that they start taking some damage. So, in order to do that, I'm just going to pick one of them up because picking characters up is not limited to your allies. You can actually pick up your enemies as well. Now, can I move over there? No, I cannot move over there. How far away can I move this character? Not far enough. And this character, he can actually move far enough, so that's pretty good. So what we're going to do is we're going to move. Oh, this is going to be sweet. I'm going to chain up a... Nope, wait. You can undo movement actions, but you can't undo them after you perform attacks. Now, we need to actually move someplace else. So what we're going to do is we need to move this character out of here into here. And you guys will understand why in a minute. I'm going to move this guy over here. And he is going to lift this gargoyle, and he's going to throw this gargoyle over here. And if you guys remember the attack that I did previously, you should be well aware of what I'm going to try to do here. There's going to be a blade rush going on in that general direction. I'm going to be moving this archer over here. I'm not sure if she's going to be able to actually attack. No, she's not going to be able to attack. I wanted her to attack him, but she's too far away. So let's move this archer here and see if we can attack anyone here. Nope, can't attack anyone here as well. So these guys are just going to be over here in a defensive stance since they're not going to be able to do much. Now, this character, I'm going to move. This character is going to lift this gargoyle. And this gargoyle is going to go... yeah, here sounds about right. And let's see if we can get some, let's see if we can actually get some team attacks on it. And for that, we need to basically have characters around. So we're going to put this character over here, and I can't really move this character much further. Actually, wait. Because we have a really cool heal that we can actually perform. If we could have just planned this a little bit better, which I could have, but now it's a little bit late, but never mind. We're going to basically move this character here. Yes? Am I thinking about this right? Wait a second. She can't move because there's someone in her location. Oh, the gargoyle has been tossed. She was probably on top of the gargoyle. Mistakes have been made. Oh well. I can't move these two characters now. So there's not a whole lot I can actually do. I wanted to basically heal them. I can still heal them, technically. So I will move you here. And we will perform your heal. As you can see, the reason why I wanted to put them in a certain way is because heals actually have format. So I can either do basically a quadruple heal, a 4-square heal, a 2-square heal, or a 3-square heal. And the 2-square heal is shaped like that. So I'm going to be able to heal these two characters at once, which is going to be pretty sweet. And we're going to move this character over here to maybe take part in the team attack, hopefully, because I wanted to show you guys a team attack. So what we're going to do in order to try and get a team attack is get these characters to attack this guy. Can she attack as well? I don't think so. Yes, she can. Okay, that's good then. So we're going to be performing 3 attacks here, as well as that one skill that you guys saw, plus this this blade rush thingy. So let's go ahead and just execute them all at once, because you get bonuses for combos and whatnot. So I like executing more than one action at once. It's usually more effective. So I'm going to actually end the turn, because there's nothing else that I can do regardless of the outcome of these actions. So let's go ahead and do them. Ooh, the damage. The heal. Those 2 characters are now full health. No team attack, and my character one-shotted that guy.
Not even using full power.
Wow, you're going to go for Laharl? Really? Really, that's your plan? Well, here's what's going to happen now. Vex Trinity over here is going to pick you up, and he's going to throw you over here.
15 meters.
And guess what's going to happen now? I'm going to basically surround you with every character I've got. Because why the hell not? It's really cool when you actually surround a monster if they happen to... because the closer characters are to each other, I don't even understand the whole system, but there's a lot of support systems that the characters have while you're playing. So the closer they are to each other, I mean, they're more vulnerable to AoEs and stuff like that, but they're also more likely to perform support actions to each other, so like counterattacks and all that kinds of stuff. It gets completely insane. So we're going to basically put all of these guys attacking, but most likely Laharl is going to kill it in one fell swoop. Either way, I'm going to put everyone attacking, end my turn, and that is going to be it for this particular fight. Attack, 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 attack. And I think that's pretty much all we can do. End turn. Oh, we got a double team attack. Here it comes. I really like these little cool team attack animations, and we had a level up. Stage clear. And these are our rewards. Now, the better you perform in combat, it's going to rank your performance, and it's going to give you additional bonuses. So, like, if I had performed better in combat, I would have had a chance at earning that Kukiri, which is another sword, or a Jewel Lithograph, which is a book, which is a weapon for mages and stuff like that. The Demon Textbook, also a weapon for mages. The Hyper Blaster, which is a gun. But yeah, obviously I only performed up to bonus rank 4, so I only got the festival clothes and the rest of the stuff that you guys see up top, as well as the 5,469 HL, which I don't really know what that means, but it's basically the currency that you're going to be using throughout the game. So you've had a taste of a match, of a battle in Disgaea D2. So you kind of know how the action works. So now I would be going up to here to this section of the castle, which is a different section. But we're not going to be doing that. Now I want to show you other things of the game, other aspects. More technical aspects. Because even though I like to start with just pure raw gameplay, now I want to show you guys what's behind everything. So for starters, let's show you my party. This is my party, all the characters that I have, right? And you can basically manage their equipment by stuff that you pick up and whatnot. So I have Laharl over here. And he's going to have, this is the equipment that I have equipped on him. If you notice over here, this Gladius says level 10. Keep that in mind for what I'm going to talk to in a couple of minutes. Either way, you can basically switch his weapons and whatnot. You can also go back and check his statuses. If you look at his statuses, you're going to see Weapon Mastery. Works pretty much like Dark Souls. So weapons that he has an A rating are basically weapons that he is better at using. If he would have an S rating on something, it would mean he would be better at using that particular weapon. So that is the reason why I have him on a sword, because sword is really good for him, as well as fists. Same thing for all the other characters, pretty much. And then you can have, in terms of equipment, you can have one offensive item. So in his case, I have the sword. And then you can have 3 defensive items, which for him, I have the Imperial Seal, Festival Clothes, and Safety Helmet. Now, the defensive items, as far as I can tell, don't really change the aspect of your character. However, your weapon does. If you notice, each of my characters had a different weapon. If you switch their weapons, it's going to switch what the weapons look like. And you will pick up gear as you play through the game, or you can also buy gear over here at the store. So that's kind of how that part works. There's also items that you'll be able to use during combat. I mean, basic RPG stuff, so I don't really want to bore you guys too much with that, because there's a lot more cooler stuff to show you. So this over here is the Dark Assembly. So when you come to the Dark Assembly, this is a fairly complex thing. Even I can't get my head around it, and I've been playing for like 8 hours, but I get the basics of it. So for starters, every time someone kills a monster in combat, that character is going to gain mana. And mana, you're going to be able to expend it here at the Dark Assembly by performing several actions. So I'm going to just pick Laharl for now. I'm not really going to do any actions. I'm just going to show you the range of options of what you can do. So when you come to the assembly, you have to propose something. Now, basic stuff like creating a character, deleting a character, or changing colors doesn't really require approval. Neither does reincarnation. However, if you start looking down here, you're going to start seeing up on the right corner, you're going to start seeing success rate. This means that there's actually like a group of individuals that you need to convince, and there's a whole mechanic based on that. You have to pick up items, you have to bribe them, you have to do all kinds of stuff. I really don't want to get into that because I could waste hours trying to explain to you guys how that works. But basically, getting more expensive stuff is going to change the stores in the game to have items that are more expensive but also better. So you can propose that, and then you'll have a success rate of 67%. You can then start influencing the different members of the Dark Assembly to try and up that success rate. You can also see switch main characters, which change which character you control at the base. Okay, so right now I'm controlling Laharl. I guess you can switch who you control at the base. I want to follow them around, follow the main character around at the base. I guess you can change that as well. I want to be left alone, have no characters follow you at the base. Again, it's like you can do all of these things. Then you can vote for triple XP, but it's only for the first enemy that you defeat and only once. Bonus items fills up the gauge of bonus items. So instead of getting rewards up until level 4 like I got there, it would just give me the max level of rewards. But again, only once, so you have to come back here and do it every single time. Prinny Day, only prinnies can be dispatched on the next map. That seems something like I really wouldn't want to do. I need more war funds, so this basically explains itself. So you can do all these crazy things in the Dark Assembly, right? But let me show you about creating new characters, because that's probably something you guys are curious about. So when you create a new character, you can pick the character from over here. Now, as you play through the game, you'll notice that I have 2 rows of characters on some of these. Like, for instance, you have the warrior, actually the sub class of warrior, which is the fighter, and then you have the warrior. As you can see, he's got 2 stars, so this is the rank 2 of warrior, so to speak. As you play through the game and level up the characters that you do have, you're going to start unlocking their betters. And then you can reincarnate your character into one of these better versions. I know, weird, isn't it? But you can also then just flat out create a better warrior. Then you can just go ahead and choose their capabilities. This is going to give them bonus stats and stuff like that. However, in order to get Distinguished or Genius, you're going to need to go to the Dark Assembly and have a vote to do that as well. I know, again, weird, isn't it? So usually I just create them as incompetent, give them no bonus things whatsoever. I'm actually not going to create this character, I'm just showing you the process. But being incompetent gives you actually 1 point of bonus. You can put that in attack, defense, intelligence, whatever. I don't really have a mastery of the stats just yet, so I don't even know what would be best. But I'm going to put defense on it. Then you can pick which weapon you want to buff him. So by basic, he's going to be good with swords, spears, and axes. And then you can pick one to specialize him in. So when I created my character, I specialized him in axes. And then you can choose a personality, which basically is going to give him different buffs. But we're not going to be creating any of this. But this is how you create a character. Then you can delete characters. And then you can also change your main character's color if you so desire. But personally, I prefer the original color, so I haven't really messed around with that too much. But anyways, this is the Dark Assembly. Just a really quick crash course on what you can do. You can do a lot of stuff in Dark Assembly. Then you have this thing, which is the hospital. At the hospital, basically, you resurrect characters that die and you heal them. If all your characters die in combat, that's game over and you have to reload your game. Speaking of which, I actually want to save my game, because I just had an awesome victory at the castle gates. Not that that fight was the most demanding fight of all times, but still, I don't want to have to repeat that. Now, spread out throughout the base, you will find your party members. Like, this is actually my party member, Pandora. This is not my party member. There's also some members in here that are not going to be your party members. This is my dragon, Ragnar. But yeah, they'll be spread out throughout the base. So the game also obviously has a storyline. I was hoping that I could show you a portion of it. So I'm going to just show you the very first episode so that you guys see the opening. Is this the movie? I don't think this is the movie, is it? No, okay.
The Netherworld. In the past.
Yeah, I wanted to see some dialogue with the characters.
It was that
Yes. This tells you like the story, but I really don't want to
few
tell you
years.
that much about the story. Just know that the story is more about humor than necessarily taking itself too seriously. So assign, maybe this one will show you guys some character dialogue, which is something that I wanted to show. Yeah, here we go.
This is strange. They should be sprouting soon. I had them send me UEA flower seeds all the way from Celestia. Did I plant them wrong? No! It's probably because I haven't given these flowers enough affection. I shall nourish these plants with my overflowing love. Here you go. Drip, drip.
This is the main character, Laharl. This your garden? Fuck your garden.
Oh, it's you, Flan.
Anyways, I think you guys kind of get the idea of how the dialogue works. Now, the story doesn't really take itself too seriously. It's more about being funny and humorous than necessarily being this super serious narrative and stuff like that. It's more there just to kind of hold everything in the game together, and it does a really good work because the light humor works really well for this game, at least in my opinion. So this character shows you past events like story bits and whatnot. Then there's this paparazzi. He keeps a data shop, which basically tells you all the stuff that you've done, all the warriors that you have, details, data, special skill records, how much damage you've done, all that stuff, the skills that you've used, and basically just a whole bunch of data that you can go ahead and use. Let me show you guys a couple of more mechanics here. So you guys have seen the hospital, the Dark Assembly, the shops. Basically, you can come to these shops and buy. Over here, you buy stuff to heal you and other different effects. You also have items to steal items from other monsters. And then here you can buy weapons and whatnot. You can even test out each of the weapons before you actually purchase them to see how they perform in combat and whatnot. So yeah, this is where you would buy weapons, and this is their cost. And down at the bottom, you have how much money I actually have. There's actually quite a lot of items. I haven't been here in a while. Interesting. I might have to go and buy some of this stuff, actually. Then there's another thing here, which is the Demon Dojo. And basically what you do here is you can set your characters to receive specific bonuses when they level up. So for instance, Tough Guy Training. This is going to increase my hit point rate. And right now I'm using it for my Rurikhan character, which is why he's the more tanky of the lot. And then we have Sicily doing Waterfall Training, which increases the bonus increase rate, which I don't even know what that is. Speed increase rate for Nemu, which is one of my archers. Target practice for Etna, which is one of my spear women, I guess. And yeah, basically you get bonuses here at the Demon Dojo for each of your characters. You can't really get bonuses for all of them, but as you progress throughout the game, you can put more characters training on different aspects. In fact, if you go to the different sections, you'll actually find them training. So like, for instance, Externity is doing whatever that thing is. Pandora is studying over there on the board. This is the intelligence room, so it's kind of like where they do mage stuff and whatnot. Then over here would be whoever was training for combat. I guess I haven't unlocked that specific training yet. But if you guys remember, at some point we had some waterfall training and Sicily was on it. That's why Sicily is here. Then we have some treadmill training and Nimue was on it. That's why Nimue is here. So yeah, they kind of put your characters there. This character is apparently training to receive tons of pain. It's Hetna, okay. Stay there in pain, Hetna. And yeah, this is the Demon Dojo. It's going to help you build up your characters. Also, I've mentioned reincarnation of characters. Reincarnation of characters means that your characters go back to level 1, and you can level them up all over again, but with better stats and in better ways. Don't even ask me. It's just so completely weird and out of this world. It's basically one big way to improve your party. Now, here is the garden that you guys actually saw at the cinematic a little while ago. Man, Vex Trinity is like God. He's in two places at once. He was in the dojo and here. Either way, there's actually something secret in this garden. I'm going to show you what it is. If you actually turn the camera around, there's this other character here, and this is the cheat shop. You guys are like, cheat shop? What the hell? Well, the cheat shop is basically a place where you can actually change the game and make it harder. As far as I can tell, you can't actually make it easier. You can just kind of tweak how stuff works. I haven't really changed anything, but you could. Like, for instance, let's say, okay, I don't want to win as much mana, but I want to win more experience. You can totally tweak that stuff. So you could win like 70% mana and 50% more experience, if you so desire, you know? And or you can just actually nerf everything and just gain 70% of everything and make the game harder. And you think, well, that's not really that much. Okay, well, let's go into the next page, shall we? How do I even go to the next page, now that I think about it? Adjust settings. Oh, it's R1. Okay, so you want what? You want tougher enemies? Fine, go to enemy strength, buff them up. They're going to become strong, really strong, and humanly strong. You buff them up by 20 levels. They're going to become, like, ridiculously strong. It's going to be really hard. Then you have support attacks. So, like, for instance, the team attacks that I was telling you guys about and whatnot, you can turn those off if you want to. I don't know why you would want to, but you can do it. Protection, like I told you guys about how certain characters can protect others, you can turn that stuff off if you don't like that. So make the game harder on you. Search route, I don't even know what this is. Innocent makes it easier to enhance your innocence. You might meet rare innocence. Items makes it easier to enhance your items. I don't even know what innocents are. And there's another page. There's still a lot of stuff that I haven't really turned on yet. You don't want to win experience? Fine, you can turn this on. You don't win any experience. You don't win any weapon mastery. No cancel, which you won't be able to undo your moves. So, yeah, there's a cheat shop. You can actually use it to make the game harder and more challenging if you feel that the game is too easy. So I've told you guys about a lot of the mechanics. I can't really remember if there's any more important stuff. There's the throne room, but I don't think there's anything there. Whenever you complete chapters, you would do well to do a tour through the castle, because every now and then you will find treasure hidden throughout the castle, and that will give you either currency, experience, or items, whatever. And just to finish off, because if you guys think this game doesn't have any content, like just the main story itself, it's probably going to take you like over 100 hours to do, and if you want to really specialize your party, you can go back, replay the levels, but playing the same levels over and over is really not going to be that much fun, is it? So obviously the game has something else in mind. In this case, it is in the form of the item world. Now, before we go into the item world, I have to actually select an item. So let me just see. Do I have any decent hammers or axes? I'm probably going to... Yeah, I'm going to remove the axe from my character. Let me just go up to characters, Rurikhan, equipment, and I'm going to replace my wooden hammer by this lumberjack axe. Wooden hammer is actually a lot better. So what we're going to do is we're going to go... Have I already saved? I think I did, but I'm going to save again anyways. You save often. That's my advice for you if you're playing Disgaea D2. Seriously, just save often. And let's go into the item world. So, as you saw me unequip that item. So what I'm going to do... Oh, wow. I can now go up to the 60th floor. I barely made it to the 10th floor. Thank you. But let's go into the item world. And I'm going to be able to use... Wait, let's actually... There we go. We're going to be able to select the wooden hammer. And what's going to happen is it's going to tell you the average level of the residents that live inside this hammer. They're level 4. And you can go inside any item in the game. Any item at all. You can level up items that suck. You can level up items that you think are good. Either way, the resident level on this item is going to be level 4. So we're going to be going into my wooden hammer. And there. We are now inside the wooden hammer. This is floor 0, so on floor 0 you don't actually do anything. This is the boat that you're going to be taking. Now, the boat that I came in previously could go all the way up to the 30th floor, which means you can gain 30 levels to your item. But this one can actually go up to the 60th floor, so I can gain 60 levels on my item. So let's go a little bit deep. You want to continue? Yes, go on. We are now going to go into the item world. This is the item world. And let me tell you guys a little bit about the item world. So there's 2 ways to proceed forward from here. You go to this mystery anchor. If you just get a character in there, we can do that by just basically jumping using that throwing technique that I've used. And I can get characters in there pretty easily. Get one character in there, boom, you're off to the next level. So you can go through these levels pretty fast. But you can also level your characters if you kill off the guys that are here. So obviously, you want to level your characters. And you can also get... You can also do the whole geo block thing of blowing up geo blocks and whatnot. So yeah, this is one level, and this level is randomly generated. Yes, you've heard it, randomly generated. So basically, consider this. You can go inside any item of the game, and any item that you go inside has a pretty much almost infinite level of randomly generated items. Now, I told you guys to remember something. I'm not sure if I can go... Yeah, I can go to the character list. No, wait. Damn it. Can I see equipment if I pull out Laharo? Yeah, I can. I told you guys that this Gladius was level 10 because I went inside that Gladius and went all the way up to the 10th level in the item level, and my item leveled up 10 times, and it is now a lot more powerful than it was previously. And you can do this to any item in the game. Anything. You can. I'm not sure if you can go inside a pack of chewing gums. I think it has to be gear. But yeah, you can go inside any item of the game and level that item up. Is that not ridiculously insane? I think it is. That's my opinion anyways. Either way, let me also just show you guys a little bit of a different mechanic, because I think you guys haven't had enough of these crazy mechanics yet. So we're going to move Laharl over there. And we're going to get Ragnar, which is a dragon. Now, dragon is a different type of character, which is a monster. Now, monsters don't work the same way as humans. They have different gear sets. They have different everything. But they can do something very special. Like, for instance, I can do this mount thing. Boom. And now Laharl is actually on top of the dragon. And you can do this with any monster in the game. And that gives them different skills. Like, for instance, I have a special skill now, which is the Sky High Dragoon, which is actually pretty good because I wanted to take out these two blocks here. And that's what we're going to do. Look at this attack. And now we're going to get chains going. Not a big chain because there's not a lot of stuff in the map anyways, but yeah, I think you guys get the general picture. So let me just see, what can I do with this character? I can't really do much. I wanted to like put her here and hit two of them, but doesn't look like it's gonna happen. However, I can throw her. So instead, let's put out Etna. And Etna can come over here. And now we can put Sicily on top of Etna, and Etna can grab and throw her. Wow, she can throw her far away enough. Wow. That is really surprising. What is wrong with you, Etna? Why are you not working properly? I want you to throw Sicily, but I want Sicily thrown. So please do that. Thank you. And we're going to be doing Angelic Knuckle, because why the hell not? Look at this attack right here. Boosh! You get these really cool animations. I mean, sure, they're simplistic, but I think they're really cool. And they really give you a sense of satisfaction as you're going on through combat. Like, for instance, let me show you another cool animation here with my character. This is one of my really... It's not my favorite one because it's not that special, but it's just so effective. Look at this. Boosh, boosh, and boosh. Plunging attack to the top of the head. Good night. And then we also have my archers, which also have some decent skills. I'm not sure if she's going to be able to reach there, but I think she is. Aren't you? Yes, you are. Look at her. Bazoosh, 91 damage. And, okay, we're missing just to kill that one guy. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to kill him, though. Well, actually, I will. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Vextrina to beat the crap out of him. Or should I get Flan? Flan? Oh, yeah, Flan has the Fist of Love. Don't ask, don't tell. Either way, we're going to move this character here. And we're going to get Flan. Move on top of her. Throw her here. And she will use the Love Knuckle. There. And we finished this, and that is going to take us one level deeper. And we're going to keep on descending for like 10 levels. And at which point you will get a checkpoint. When you get that checkpoint, what you can do is you can heal your party, but you cannot save. At least I don't think you can save. So you get to that checkpoint, and you can then decide, should I continue to gamble because the next checkpoint is 10 levels deeper. So there's just like so many mechanics that, like I said, I've been speaking for 50 minutes, and I still feel I haven't mentioned all of the mechanics in the game. This game just has so much for you to explore. It is unbelievable bang for buck if you like this kind of tactical JRPG. So it comes highly recommended for me. I've been having a blast playing it, and if you guys like what you see on screen, most likely you will enjoy it as well. However, if you don't like these kinds of games, most likely just steer clear of it. Disgaea fans are probably going to love this. I can't see a reason why they wouldn't. Anyone that doesn't like this kind of tactical RPG probably won't like it. Me personally, I do enjoy this kind of tactical RPG. It's something that I haven't delved that much into the past. Haven't delved that much in the past. Sorry, words at this point in time. But yeah. I've been having a blast playing it. Can't recommend it enough if it looks like you like this style of game. And once again, thank you very much to Nippon Ichi Software America for sending me a key because it's an awesome game, in my opinion. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and I will see you guys in the next one. As per usual, don't forget to leave me your comments, feedback, all that kinds of good stuff in the comment section below. Peace!